I wanted to do a quick comparison video between the Linksys extender for Media Center and my Time Warner DVR box. It's a Scientific Atlanta 8300 HD. It's my old box that I used to have hooked up to my plasma TV. It's now in the guest bedroom because I no longer use it now that I'm on a Media Center solution. And we've actually kept the cable box as a backup for a while, but now we're getting ready to turn it back in. So I want to do a quick comparison, but what I wanted to do was show the difference on a regular standard def television, to also show that Media Center is something that can be used both on an HD set, a computer, or even an old standard def 4x3 tube television. So what I have here is the cable box currently on. If I go to a different input, this is actually the same channel running over the Media Center extender. Now, let's put this on. As far as the extender, move this out. Here's the extender right here, just regular composite stereo sound, and it's running over the wireless connection. So you see there's no lag, there's no jaggies, there's nothing to indicate that this is TV that's being sent wirelessly throughout the house. Now this is a standard def channel. HD works just as well. So I'm going to cover a few things on this video and just want to show the hardware that's in here before I get started. Okay, first thing I want to do is compare the live TV quality between the cable box and the Media Center extender. This TV is in the guest bedroom, so if guests were to come over right now and I was flipping through the inputs, you really wouldn't be able to tell. This is the cable box. If I go over the Media Center extender, you really won't be able to tell the difference. The quality is pretty much the same. There is a slight difference in the amount of color, but that's really a TV setting and not the actual device. So let's look at some UI differences. Pull up the timeline. The easiest way I know how to do this is by just pausing it. So this is the cable box. You'll see the timeline here, with the yellow being the amount of time that's actually recorded in the live feed. Channel information, show information, the time, and there's the current time. So now let's look at the same thing on the Media Center extender. So here's the timeline in Media Center. There's the time the show started, the time it's supposed to end, where we are in the timeline, and instead of yellow, it's a little white. It's very subtle, but a big difference is it shows you where you are in the timeline based on the time. So this says 11:17 right now. So the show started at 11. Within this hour time frame, you're at 11:17. So when you fast forward and rewind, it keeps that up. And then up here, nice little subtle current time, which is 11:17 as well. So same information, totally different presentation. One thing that is different on this one is just, like I said, very subtle. There's no information on the channel, the name of the program. It's just very simple timeline. Now as far as fast forward and rewind, let's look at the cable box first. We'll rewind. Here's the arrows right here. Press it twice, you get 2-speed rewind. 3 times, you get 3-speed rewind. Same thing with fast forward. Once, twice, and that's 3 speeds until we get up to live television. So it does have a 15-second, 10-second jump back, which is good for when you're trying to fast forward through commercials. Let's jump over to Media Center, and same options. If I hit rewind, you'll see the arrows here kind of changing. It has 3-speed. The speed of the rewind is definitely faster on the media center. Fast forward, if I press it 3 times, it'll fast forward 3 times. Now, one difference that we do have in media center is we have 30-second skip, which is nice because most commercials are 30 seconds. So I can just press the skip button, it'll skip ahead 30 seconds, and I can get through the commercials. Another option is, let me pause it, it's easier to, if I hold down the skip on Media Center, it gives me a nice little pop-up, and then from here I can skip through and just, you'll see the screen change right here. When I get to what I want, that looks like Price is back on, press OK, and it jumps right to that point. Had an extra button press there and I was changing to the last channel, but that is the 30-second skip, which is one thing the cable box does not have that I use all the time. Very, very nice feature. Next thing we'll look at real quick as far as TV quality is channel up, channel down. Not sure why you would do this, but if you just channel up, you'll see it goes black for a second, tunes in and comes back. So it's fast. I'll go directly to a channel, and a few seconds and it's there. Let's jump over to Media Center. So same thing, I'll channel up. And you can see the overlay shows the next channel. Takes a second. And then tunes in the next channel. Sorry, I was pressing too many buttons. So, depending on the channel, you know, definitely a longer pause than the cable box. Nothing that's going to kill you. Most of the time, you'll go through the guide, you'll go directly to a channel. So in that case, I'll go right back to the Price is Right on channel 2. See the screen pause, see the information come up, and we're right there. Definitely a noticeable difference, but again, nothing that's crucial.